Oregon continues to lead Portland at 64-58, but not too long ago, the Oregon Ducks led 57-40. So you can see the Pilots have made a big run. A lot of that due to their pressure defense, the trapping defense, full and a half court. Coming up next on Prime Sports Northwest, Game 2 of the classic UNC Wilmington against the Oregon State Beavers. UNC Wilmington coming in with a record of 5-2. Oregon State 1-5. Damon Runyon, very important role for the Ducks tonight. First half, had only 2 points, but got 5 quick ones here in the second half and some rebounds. And he's helped the Ducks to this 6-point advantage. Oh, Ross might have turned that ankle over again. It looked like he yelled and might have turned it over. Here's Flicker. Mitchell trying to fight through the screens. Flicker, penetrate, backdoor. What are they going to call? He's going to call hit the standard or hit the back of the glass, whatever the case, but the Pilots maintain possession. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Comes a pass way out front to Bristol.
10, 9, 8.
Flicker trying to make it happen, and he goes down the lane. Good defense by Runyon, who also collects the rebound as well. Good job tonight by Damon Runyon. Here's Curry in the lane. Good pass to Potter. Up strong and scores. So Curry's penetration, and Potter now with 14 to lead the Ducks. And the lead is back to 8 with under 6 minutes to play. Trying to run that pick and roll up high, and Oregon's done a better job of slowing down the man with the ball. Bristow in the corner. Now they dump it inside to Randa, trying to pull his way home. Houle, turn around. Yes, nice touch. 13 for Matt Houle, and it's back to a 6-point game. You're feeling this one's headed right down to the wire.
Larry Steele wasn't real happy with that defensive stance right there because they were supposed to trap the man penetrating across the line. They didn't. Consequently, everybody was out of position.
And Runyon got the uncontested J. Houle over Runyon with a left hand. Oh my, he's showing us the entire repertoire.
So smart, strong and smart. He's showing that he's a senior and he's a leader on this team, and he's a competitor to bring this team back.
5 minutes to play. And the trap continues. And they got the big man, Runyon, with the ball on the floor. And that's the last thing you want a big man to be doing, is dribbling the ball 40 feet from the hoop. See Houle down low. And he's going up against a 6'9" player.
Just little moves you practice and practice every day if you want to get better. He showed that. The stutter step to his left hand. Unbelievable.
15 for Houle. Oregon now with 19 turnovers. The Pilots have turned it over 17 times. Ranta double dribble. Oh, they're going to get a break here. They're going to foul on Aaron Johnson. And that'll send Ranta to the free throw line. So Johnson with his third. Might be a battle of attrition here tonight, Bruce. Ranta come on strong lately. He scored 20. That's his career high just a week or so ago against Weber State. Two-time WCC all-academic selection. Really bothered last year by bad knees and a sinus condition. Kind of a mysterious ailment that they couldn't really figure out. And it really cut down on his playing time. Brian Smith now back in for Oregon. Curry in the corner, penetration, and it's jammed back in his face. Whistle foul on Ray Ross, who can't believe it.
Well, he was going nowhere with that ball, so he was very lucky that somebody fouled him.
4.5 to play. Kanan Chapman back in for the Pilots. Bristol out, Flicker out, so also back into the lineup. Well, no, excuse me, Flicker stays in. So Curry back at the line. He's 0 for 2 there tonight. 0 for 3 there tonight. And he doesn't look like he's very comfortable at the strike. He looks like he's backing out of there.
He's a tight spring right now. He needs one to fall. Get that off his back right now.
That one looked a little bit better. So he finally knocks one down. 1 out of 2. Jordy Lyden back in. 7-point Oregon lead with 4:31 to play. Lyden with 10 in the first half. Only the 1 field goal here in the second half. Now the Ducks drop into a half-court trap. Chapman out to Houle. Flicker. Nice pass. Chapman over the top from Flicker.
They showed great patience that time to break that. They swung the ball out of the trap and designed play, breaking that guy from the weak side. Super job offensively.
Pass to Runyon going over Houle. Didn't get it. Follows it up. And they're going to call a foul on somebody. Oh, on Runyon.
I want to see that one again.
Well, that's a jam by Chapman, and at the other end, it looked like, well, let's take a look. You make the call. Oh, my goodness
Very
gracious.
clean.
Let him play, big fella. Let him play inside. So Houle is a good free throw shooter. 74%er will get a chance to cut the lead down to 3. Runyon will take a seat as Jeff Potter comes back in.
Runyon's played a terrific game.
Indeed he has. Maybe one of the best games he's played for the Ducks all around. 9 points and close to double digits in the rebound.
Well, he's getting more minutes, and I think the more minutes he gets, he's going to be that type of player. He just doesn't make very many mistakes.
9 rebounds for Runyon. And Houle with 2 from the line. He now has 17, and we have a 3-point game. Under 4 minutes to play. And one senses that the Pilots playing with a little more confidence than Oregon right now. Oh, there was a foul. Lyden got hit right in the face. The big fella missed that one. Here's Williams for a long 3. No good. And last touched by the shooter Williams. Boy, I tell you. The Pilots on a roll right now, and Jerry Green is very concerned. His team led by 17 in the second half. But the Pilots, with a gutsy effort and a full-court press, are back to within 3.
Oregon's back in the zone now.
Houle 4-3 to tie. Chapman with a long rebound. That's what I like about Houle. He's not afraid to take that big shot. And neither is Flicker, and he missed. 3:12 to play. Here's Brian Smith. He's going to go to the rack. And it's long off the pin. Foul over the top by Aaron Johnson. Ducks had a layup opportunity. Instead, will go the other way, and the Pilots will shoot 2 shots.
Well, Oregon's not used to having the lead, so they got to make sure now they're under control. They come down and they execute their offense.
Well, the Pilots have dug some holes for themselves in the past and been able to climb out. They have good depth and good athleticism. And the Ducks, you know, they're coming off a couple of games where their confidence has been shaken a bit. Ranta has gone cold from the free throw line. He's 0 for 4 from the stripe tonight. And he is normally a good free throw shooter at 75%. Looking for his 13th point, and that one a little bit better. Knocks it through, and we've got a 2-point game.
Well, somebody's got to step up for Oregon and say, okay, now guys, I'm going to be the leader, and we're going to run this thing. We're going to take advantage of them and get an easy shot.
That's a good point. Jordy Lyden runs into traffic. Bodies fly. No call. Held ball. That'll be the Pilots basketball. I'm not sure what is a foul tonight.
Obviously, the officials aren't cut.
Lyden trying to make something happen.
No, definitely contact there. Now, they call hand checking out here, but they whacked Jordy Lyden's arm off, and that is not called.
So the Pilots with an opportunity to tie or take the lead with 2:50 to play. And they're on a big run here. Remember, Oregon led 57-40. Here's Ross on the penetration, leaping leaner. That's a bad shot. Ranta there with a rebound. Ranta powers it in and scores.
Oh, strength inside.
15 for Ranta. We're tied for the second time tonight at 69. And this press has really befuddled Oregon. And without Kenya Wilkins in the ball game, they haven't been able to penetrate against it. There was a hand check not called. Orlando Williams in trouble. Now he's going to have to do it on his own. Whistle. Traveling call. Well, they just come unraveled, haven't they? Everybody now is trying to do it solo instead of in the context of team play. 2:12 to play, and the Pilots can take the lead. Ross again penetrating. Again, he takes a bad shot. Again, it's rebounded by Ranta. And now Ranta just dominating at both ends of the floor.
He is a horse inside.
Timeout, Pilots. 1:53 to play, 69-69, and Larry Steele and his club with the ball and a chance to take the lead.
For the best in Washington State University athletics, it's the Crimson and the Gray on Prime Sports Northwest. Every month, you get a behind-the-scenes look at the Cougar Athletic Department. Through feature stories, interviews, and highlights, you'll find out what's on the minds of Cougar players, coaches, administrators, and alumni. No one covers Washington State sports like the Crimson and the Gray. Bud Namick and Dina Napoli bring you this month's installment Thursday, December 30th at 9:30 Pacific. This season, Oregon State fans are blazing trails to Beaver Territory. If you want to keep pace with Oregon State athletics, Beaver Territory is the place for you. Join your host, Scott Lynn, and the Oregon State teams, coaches, players, and fans in Beaver Territory, the exclusive domain of Prime Sports Northwest. Scott Lynn guides you to this month's edition of Beaver Territory, Thursday, December 30th at 10 Pacific.
Welcome back to the Classic. Oregon and Portland trying to get into the championship game. And Kurt Ranta has really been strong at both ends. That basket tied it up, and you can see the reaction from his teammates. Harris and Finnis, yeah, they say. And the Pilots have the basketball with 1:53 to play. Oregon, Bruce has not been able to adapt and attack the full court pressure defense of Portland.
Well, here's where the disadvantage of losing all season comes in, because Portland, on the other hand, is used to coming back and winning. That really makes a big difference confidence-wise in a situation like this with 2 minutes left to play.
Oregon doesn't have anybody who wants to take charge and can get it done down the stretch so far tonight. There's Williams being guarded on Chapman. He forces one up. Tip is no good. It's like volleyball practice for the Pilots. How did that one stay out, Ray Ross says. So now Oregon with a basketball. Orlando Williams. Jerry Green, remember, has had to burn a couple of timeouts. Lydon with the finger roll. He did not want to shoot the basketball. Oh, and the Pilots turn it over, and the crowd can't believe it.
Well, Jerry Green made that call, I think, the whole Oregon bench.
Yep. Here's Lydon. He just didn't want to take it when he first got it. Ranta, last touch that looked by Jordy Lydon. Oregon with the ball, 1:25 to play. Lydon, leaping leaner. Chapman on the rejection. Chapman on the foul, and Lydon will shoot two. That is his fourth.
Real difficult to come from behind like that. He got beat. Tried to come from behind and block that shot, but too late.
So Jordy Lydon to shoot two. 3 for 4 at the stripe so far tonight. Oh, he knocked that one through with all the confidence in the world, didn't he? Junior from Beaverton, played for Nick Robertson, an all-state selection as a senior. See the free throws. Neither team's done real well there. And 1 out of 2, and again, that's the nemesis for both teams tonight. So it's a 1-point game, 70-69, 1:10 to play. Chapman being hounded by Orlando Williams. Spin move. Chapman, the dish off to Ranta. He doesn't score, and what a block by Aaron Johnson. 55 seconds remaining. Williams will pull it out. Johnson. See if Oregon can run off some time. There's a foul on Kurt Ranta. I don't think Kurt really wanted to get the foul. That's his fourth with 45.8 seconds remaining. So Aaron Johnson will go back to the line, and he's 0 for 2. Ranta's played a very, very strong game tonight. 15 points for Ranta, and he's also collected 6 rebounds.
Ranta has blood on his uniform. They're trying to figure out where the blood came from.
Right now, it doesn't matter where it came from. The fact that he's got it, it must be removed, cleaned up. Well, Larry Steele tries to keep Ranta in the game. A reminder, it may be winter, but Prime Sports Northwest brings you the best of Major League Baseball. Monday, January 3rd at 4 p.m. Watch the 1969 World Series. Game number 5. The Miracle Mets and the Baltimore Orioles. Remember the shoe polish incident? Don Clendenin. Watch baseball's greatest games Monday on Prime Sports Northwest. The Miracle Mets. Well, here's Ranta. And it looks like Jason Harris is going to have to come into the game. Meanwhile, Oregon has been able to use this opportunity as though it was a timeout. And now they can collect their thoughts for a defensive stand. Aaron Johnson at the line. 0 for 2 tonight. Now 7 of 15 from the free throw line this year. Good high archer that goes through. And now they've got to keep Ranta out. He can't come back in during the stoppage of play. He must be in there for at least one play. And they need him in the lineup. This is a big free throw by Aaron Johnson. It could give Oregon a 3-point lead. Oh, Conley knocks in 2. He's got 13. So it's a 3-point Oregon lead. 44 seconds remaining. Ross, that's an NBA 3. No good. John Mitchell the rebound. 35 seconds. There's about a 1-second differential, so Portland must foul or get a turnover. Jamar Curry. Oh, what's he doing? What in the world is he doing? Oregon ought to just try to get the held ball because it will be their possession. Oh, a timeout, Oregon. Well, Jamar Curry, the inexperience showing there. Oregon, all they needed to do was run out the clock, and he took it to the basket and caught Aaron Johnson off guard. And Aaron did a nice job just to get it back.
Well, Curry said, I'm so wide open, I got to take advantage of that. Now what do I do with it? I'm up in the air. I can't shoot it because I know I'm going to miss it. So Oregon got real lucky there.
There is a differential of 2.6 seconds there. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. 22.6 on the game clock. But if you're Portland, you don't want the game to come down to 2.6 seconds where you need a 3-pointer.
No, no, no. You have to analyze who's in the game right now. Force the ball into that person's hand that is the weakest free throw shooter, like a Curry, for instance, and try and foul them. Jerry Green is telling his guys, listen, let's play with some confidence here. Let's be smart. Let's not take any shots. We don't have to take a shot here. Make them foul us.
Oregon has no timeouts remaining. The Pilots have 1. So Oregon must inbound the ball. They can't try to inbound and then try to call a timeout. Boy, would that be disastrous. Chris Webber. 72-69. So Oregon has the chips in their corner. But there's still a ways to go. Boy, when you're 1-4, you probably think all the negative thoughts, don't you? When you're 7-3, like Portland, your thoughts are pretty positive.
Oregon has a pretty good free throw shooting team in the game right now.
They just want to get it inbounds to good free throw. See, here's where, a foul on Flicker. And that was questionable. You know, here's a situation, Bruce, maybe we ought to talk about it right now, but there was a situation right there where if you get the ball into a good free throw shooter's hand, he can dribble the game away. In other words, you can't get a 5-second call against him.
That's right. Like if there was a great little point guard in there right then. I remember back in the 76 NIT, we did that with one of our point guards. And he dribbled the last 40 seconds out of the game.
Boy, big free throws for John Mitchell, and that one needs help. And he was nowhere near on that one. This is a big one because it could give Oregon more than a 2-possession advantage. And the shot clock is off now. It's just 20.3 left on the game clock. That one is no good, and the Pilots have a life. Oregon's free throw woes haunting them. If you're Oregon, the worst thing you can do is foul a three-point shooter. There's Houle, nails a three-pointer.
Unbelievable. What a turn of events.
Now it's Oregon that must get it up. They have no timeouts remaining. 5 seconds left. Jordy Lydon to shoot it. Score it! That's a three-pointer!
Unbelievable.
Timeout Portland. A three-pointer for Jordy Lydon. And the Pilots take their final timeout. Oh, baby, ring the bell.
What a shot. Jordy Lydon in front of his hometown crowd. Look at him, and he's back.
I think you're right, Bruce.
Confidence? I give a guy confidence.
Well, the thing is, he wanted to take the shot. And it's a three-pointer. Wow. Well, I told Jerry Green that Jordy Lydon was going to be the man tonight. Look at this. This is tough. Over Ray Ross, who's got some springs.
Line, nothing but net. Look at Jordy Lydon back at it. For a guy who's worked this hard to come back. Been in the depths all season so far. All of a sudden now come back to Portland, play in front of all these hometown people, and have a terrific game like this.
Virtually almost 1 year ago to the day, January 4th, 1992, came down on his right foot awkwardly in a game we did against Missouri. Ligament damage in that right foot, and done for the rest of that year. Missed all of last year, struggled this year, and the guy knocks through the biggest three-pointer of his career so far. This program authorized under television rights granted by the University of Oregon. Any publication, reproduction, rebroadcast, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the written consent of Prime Sports Northwest is prohibited. Lydon now ties his season high, 16 points for Jordy Lydon.
You know something about Jordy. I've watched him play since he was in the 7th or 8th grade. And one thing I'll say is he's always been the coolest player on the court. If I ever wanted somebody to take a last-second shot, I'd put it in Jordy Lydon's hands.
2.8 seconds remaining. Flicker to inbound. He's going to get it to half court. Intercepted by Potter. And the Oregon Ducks move into the championship game of the Far West Classic for the second consecutive year. The Portland Pilots with a valiant comeback. They were down by 17, came back to tie it, but Jordy Lydon from Beaverton, Oregon, nailed a three-pointer with 2.8 remaining, and the Ducks secure the victory, 75-72. There, Jordy Lydon and the Oregon Ducks. This is a hugger. We'll be back to wrap it up in a moment.